actually, we can talk more about Blaziken later.
Yeah, we will. We'll get into that.
Because we've got some players and we've got some people who are going to be picking their characters. And to be honest, at this stage, we've been waiting all day for this. I just want to see who's coming on stream.
Yeah. Okay, so it seems we've got
Sgmijumaru?
Yes. Yeah.
That is a name I'm going to find difficult to pronounce.
I
and on the other side, Dave.
Dave, yes. Okay, so Sgmijumaru, I know him. He plays Braixen primarily.
Oh, Braixen, a very, very popular character, one that a lot of people like. And you're right, we do see the Braixen coming out there being selected. Dave, I must confess, Dave is a person with whom I am currently unfamiliar, but we're going to have to...
Yeah, same.
I wonder, I mean, I'd like to see a Garchomp. Although I wouldn't like Garchomp's matchup against Braixen.
No. Garchomp, of course, being a Rush 9 character who lacks projectiles, might have a bit of trouble against Braixen, who has projectiles. Yeah,
Braixen's not entirely a zoning character, but certainly Braixen has a lot of good zoning options. The Psybeam, the Fire Spin, and it's a Lucario!
Okay.
So we've just been talking about Lucario and his Bone Rush. This will be a nice opportunity to see how well the spacing really is from our Braixen player here.
Indeed.
So what are we looking for in this matchup?
Okay, so what we're looking for is Braixen. She can go either way. Since she's a standard character, she can either choose to zone him out for the primary few seconds just to feel what the other character or the opponent's like. Lucario's options are just to rush him down as well, just to rush down Braixen.
And we are off with that Fire Spin, and Lucario is trying to rush him. Oh, there's that Bone Rush straight away.
Yeah, that's the Bone Rush we was talking about. Being able to catch people unawares because it's so quick and it gets them really nicely.
And we saw there a combo from Braixen finishing off with that Flame Charge to create space. And Braixen here really playing that zoning game, trying to just knock Lucario away and then keep him at bay.
Yes, it seems like Braixen's going to be the one that's trying to zone people out and Lucario's going to be the one going in. We do see a nice grab crush that goes into a combo attack. What is that? Braixen can cancel most of her moves into supports, so she's very easy. She can very easily combo into supports if she wants to.
And it is nice, and we see the win already from Braixen. That zoning game really worked very, very nicely here. I love that there is a Fennekin potentially supporting, but unfortunately going for the Emolga.
Yes.
So kicking off round 2 here straight away with the Reshiram. That's an interesting thing, trying to get the early hit, and he does.
Braixen actually goes for a Psybeam, which gets cancelled up by the Reshiram attack.
And we do see that debuff there, lowering the attack of Braixen as Lucario goes in with the Synergy Burst and just super aggressive here.
Alright, so this is kind of scary for Braixen because Braixen might not want to react to anything that Lucario might. As you can see right here, Braixen's trying to go for attacks, but Lucario is rushing down the Braixen with a barrage of attacks.
And gets the grab. Braixen blocked too much. Grabs go through blocks, and that's exactly what Lucario did there. 1 HP remaining, but Firecracker,
I
think it's going to hit.
It hits.
It hit, and it was nice and close range. We get the full animation. Lucario was too busy rushing forward.
Right, and in this game, what we call is a rage mechanic is where your opponent's HP, with your HP is lower than a certain amount, your attack gets boosted.
And still only 1 HP though. All it's going to take is any attack from Lucario here. And unfortunately, he might not even get the opportunity. In comes a Emolga. And
yes, that's the round.
That's the round. Braixen wins it. Came back from 1 HP remaining.
Never give up. When you're at 1 HP, you should never ever give up. You can see that Lucario will try to grab him during the last few rounds, trying to close out games with a grab. I know most people love to close out games with a grab. Of course, the opponent read those grabs, went for a few attacks, which comboed into Emolga, and that secured the round for him.
That did secure the round. That was super, super good play there. He was down about 500 HP to 1, brought it back. Now, the losing player does have the opportunity to switch their Pokemon. The winner doesn't.
Yes.
But both characters here sticking with what they know. Dave saw how close he came in the previous round. I think he likes his chances.
Yes. If you're confident with the character and you think you can take the next round, then go for it, by all means. Just be confident in yourself.
Are we going to see a very similar thing here? Lucario's trying to get in close once again, and he does get in close. Try with that Bone Rush while he's on the floor, and this is very nice, but we do see some counter action there into a nice little combo from Braixen.
Yeah, so now we've just shifted into field phase. as you know, in this game, there's two phases. We've got dual phase and field phase. Braixen, I believe, is more successful in field phase as opposed to Lucario, who's more successful in dual phase.
And we do see the flamethrower there from Braixen, throwing out the fire spin as well, and the fire blast, going for that sunny day, and the side beam enhanced by the sunny day takes the win. And now Braixen is just one game away from sealing this up and being the very first winner we see on stream today.
Yes, this is match point. So pretty much the advantage is clearly in Sgmijumaru. His name's quite hard to pronounce. Mijumaru's,
it really is.
I'll call it Mijumaru, if that's right. Mijumaru's advantage, because he has synergy gauge who's glowing, as you can see at the bottom screen. If synergy gauge is glowing, that means you're available to use it.
And we do see the Emolga coming in here, lowering the speed, doing a little bit of damage. There we see that fire spin, but Mega Lucario is here. And now it's a proper zoning game. We do not want that Aura Blast coming out from Lucario. It will do a lot of damage. It could be the deciding factor as Braixen gets her synergy burst.
Yes. So as you can, you may have noticed that Braixen's not engaging in Lucario just yet. He's waiting for his synergy burst to run out, or even to use the synergy attack. But now that Braixen's, now even that Lucario's burst has gone, Braixen was going to be a lot more aggressive in this scenario.
Unfortunately, Lucario was on the floor. That side firecracker went straight over him. And now Braixen is looking to just finish out the game with the flamethrower and Sgmijumaru. We're going to have to learn how to pronounce that name properly. He is our first winner on stream today with a very impressive performance as Braixen.
Yes, that was a very convincing round for Mijumaru. I would have liked the Lucario to maybe perhaps block a little bit more, because he kept jumping into most of Braixen's attacks, such as the flamethrower. He got caught up in the flamethrower right there, which is an anti-air.
It is. It's a very difficult balance to make, though, because on the one hand, you've got Lucario there, who is a rushdown character.
Yes.
Who has a little bit of zoning with the Aura Sphere, but not really. Needs to get in and do those combos.
Yes.
And trying to rush in and trying to block the projectiles, it's an awful lot to work around. And we saw Braixen there just mixing up. And what we saw really nicely was setting up those fire spins to keep him at distance, and then throwing out the side beams and the fire blast.
Yes. It's just a case of knowing when to be patient again, because Braixen can just throw out all these projectiles. He can throw out all the side beams, lay a fire spin just to stall you a little bit while she charges a sunny day. And but of course, once you get in, it's nice, but just being able to be wary of the projectiles, just being a bit patient, because when you get your chance, seize it, and then you'll be able to get in and cause problems for your opponent.
Yeah, I mean, it's like we said at the beginning, Braixen's got so many options. So it is really very, very difficult. Now, we are going to have an interview coming up very, very